Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between the hills and the river, lived a beautiful young girl named Nnedi. She was the only daughter of her parents and admired throughout the village for her grace, her kindness, and her curious spirit. But there was one problem: Nnedi was very proud. She believed no man in her village was good enough for her. "He's too short," she'd say of one. "He smells like goat," she'd say of another. "That one walks like a chicken." And so she rejected every suitor that came her way, no matter how handsome, wealthy, or wise. Her parents grew worried. "My child," her mother said one evening, "you mustn't let your pride cloud your heart. The world isn't made of perfect men. Love is not about perfection." But Nnedi laughed. "If I am a queen, why should I not marry a king?" One misty morning, a stranger walked into the village. He was tall, with skin smooth as polished ebony, eyes that shimmered like moonlight, and a voice that roared like thunder over the mountains. Every step he took made heads turn. Every smile he gave made hearts flutter. When he spoke to Nnedi, she was spellbound. "I am Obina," he said. "I come from a land beyond the hills, a place of wealth and beauty. I have heard tales of your beauty, and now I see they were not exaggerated." Nnedi's pride melted. She had finally found her match. The villagers warned her. "We don't know him. He came from nowhere. We've never seen him eat. He doesn't cast a shadow." But Nnedi didn't listen. "You're all jealous," she snapped. Within days, they were married. That very night, Obina took her away, far from her village, promising a life of riches. They walked for hours through the thick forest. The path grew darker, colder, and stranger. The birds stopped singing. The trees leaned in as if whispering secrets. The wind howled like wolves. At last, they came to a village, if you could call it that. The huts were made of bones. The people were pale, thin, and silent. Their eyes were hollow. They stared at Nnedi but said nothing. "Is this your home?" she asked, her voice shaking. Obina only smiled. "For now." That night, Nnedi couldn't sleep. The air was icy. The ground beneath her mat pulsed like it was alive. And outside, she heard strange sounds, whispers, hissing, laughter with no joy. In the morning, she tried to speak to the villagers, but none answered. When she touched a woman's arm, it was cold, too cold. Like stone. Later, as Obina prepared to go out, he said, "You must stay indoors. You must not open the door. You must not look outside, no matter what you hear." Nnedi nodded. But curiosity was stronger than fear. When Obina left, Nnedi waited. And then she heard it, the moaning. Low at first, then louder, closer. It sounded like crying, but not human. She crept to the door and cracked it open just enough to peek. And what she saw froze her blood. Obina, her perfect, handsome husband, was no man at all. His face was rotting, half of it missing. His body was hollow. He floated, not walked, and his voice was like the wind through a grave. The people in the village. Ghosts. All of them. Nnedi had married the dead. Panicking, Nnedi fled into the forest, running barefoot and crying. The trees grabbed at her dress. Shadows chased her. Obina's voice echoed through the trees, "Come back, my bride. You belong to the dead now." She ran and ran until she collapsed at a sacred tree, the Iroko tree. In old tales, it was said to be the home of ancient spirits. Through tears, Nnedi cried out, "Spirits of the forest, save me. I have made a terrible mistake." The Iroko tree opened its roots, whispering, "You are foolish, but your heart is still pure. Go, and never forget." A warm light wrapped around her. She was lifted, carried through the trees, over rivers and hills, all the way back to her village. When she arrived, she was covered in leaves and dirt. The villagers were stunned. Her parents wept with joy. She had been gone for 7 days, and they feared she was dead. From that day forward, Nnedi was humble and kind. She listened to her elders and valued character over appearance. She never forgot the chilling lesson she had learned. Not everything that looks beautiful is alive. Moral of the story **. Pride and vanity can lead us down dark paths. Be careful what you wish for, and always listen to wisdom **. To get more of this video, like, subscribe, share and comment. You will be notified when the next episode drops.